Hello and welcome to this special program on Sariska, the epicenter of India's tiger crisis. 7 years ago, all the tigers here were killed in a poaching scandal, widely regarded as India's worst wildlife disaster. After that, 5 tigers from Ranthambore were relocated here. But nearly 4 years after that historic move, no cubs have been born here. A strange failure that's mystified conservationists and tiger lovers alike. Over the next half hour, we take a look at why exactly there's been no breeding here and how a turnaround can still be achieved. It was this dramatic and high-profile shifting of tigers from Ranthambore in 2008 that raised hopes of repopulating the big cats in Sariska. With scientists from the WII supervising it and army choppers carrying the big cats, this translocation of tigers, billed as the first ever in India, caught global attention. But 4 years later, there's still no sign of cubs being born, and a huge question mark hangs over this pioneering move. Besides setting off alarm bells, the strange mystery has ignited a hot debate in the conservation community, and diverse theories have been floated about why tigers have failed to breed in Sariska. One pervasive view claims that the tigers sent to repopulate Sariska were half-siblings, that in the rush to relocate, the government picked up tigers from Ranthambore without any DNA tests or even territorial analyses. Experts say siblings find it tough to breed, and that's why, despite regular mating, the Sariska tigers have failed to breed.
These 2 tigresses, they were real sisters. They were released actually, they were real sisters, and the male tiger that was introduced was their half-brother, step-brother. Same mother but different father. Naturally, there is a possibility of inbreeding. So that inbreeding might have resulted in this infertility of these tigers.
Even a field study commissioned by the NTCA, or the National Tiger Conservation Authority, concluded that tiger genetics should have been looked at, as now they find that the relocated tigers could actually be siblings, making it difficult for them to breed. But forest authorities who led the relocation exercise have a very different take.
I do not think at all that scientifically it is important that the siblings should not be breeding. It is absolutely... It has happened in the past on several occasions in Ranthambore itself. How they choose their mate, that is for them to decide. We can't decide which mate has to be chosen. We are not running a stud farm in Ranthambore or Sariska.
Despite the spirited defense, experts don't agree. They say the effects of inbreeding are nullified in a large population of big cats. But here, when only 5 tigers were shifted to Sariska, inbreeding becomes a critical issue and affects the health and viability of the new tiger population. Also, picking up the 3 tigresses from Ranthambore appears to be all wrong, as the tigresses had no breeding history.
टाइग्रेस का सिलेक्शन गलत हुआ है यहाँ पे. फीमेल वो भेजनी चाहिए थी जिनके बच्चे पहले हो चुके थे. It would have been better for Sariska. अब वो क्या है कि बेचारा वो टाइगर मेट हो रहा है, 2-4 से हो रहा है, 3-5 से, 3-6 से हो रहा है, 3-4 से हो रहा है, लेकिन रिजल्ट कुछ नहीं आ रहा है.
Another explanation for breeding failure revolves around the radio collars fitted on all the relocated tigers. The collars help forest officials to track the tigers' movements round the clock. But as each collar weighs around 2 kilos, some say the heavy contraptions around their necks are a major mating impediment for tigers that may be preventing procreation.
When the tiger mounts, it bites the neck of the female. The time it grips the neck of the tigress, there is a radio collar belt in the mouth of the tiger. So that can be one thing. Secondly, there can always be hormonal imbalance.
Because of the radio collars?
Because of the radio collars.
Supporters of this theory also claim the radio collars are affecting the fertility of the relocated tigresses, but it's a view that finds little acceptability among other experts.
The NDTV news app had redefined the entire genre. Now, another market beater. It's already hit #1.
NDTV Profit, India's #1 finance app. Download free at ndtvprofit.com/apps. live stream of NDTV Profit, market news and your easy-to-manage portfolio. Download now ndtvprofit.com/apps.